Hello everybody, you can call me SC, and today we're taking a tour of my sketchbook. So, I'm gonna be honest with you, this is not finished, it's not done. I don't actually remember the last time I finished a sketchbook, but it's here. I'm gonna hopefully try and finish it soon. I only got like a couple more pages, so it's not like this is how many more pages I have to fill out. But I wanted to give you a tour of my sketchbook because I'm pretty sure I started it sometime during the spring semester, and so it's been about a year, and we're just gonna look at it and we're gonna be happy and everything's gonna be fun. So let's get into it. So this is the cover of my sketchbook. It used to have so many more stickers on it, but then I didn't Mod Podge it down, and so all the stickers just kind of peeled off. I do still have this one, the Get Therapized. I'm probably gonna need to cover up here and down here. I don't know, I don't want you guys knowing where I got the stickers because then I'd accidentally dox myself. But, you know, Get Therapized. This one was from Walmart last year. During their fall, not last year, but last year, 2023. After Halloween, they had a bunch of stuff on sale and they had stickers on sale. And so I got a bunch of stickers. There were so many more of these. He's the last one remaining. But let's get into the actual art. But I found this at the Dollar Tree. Really loved it, still love it, kind of want more. But I gotta finish this one first. So on this first page, this is about the time I was getting into Call of Duty. And by getting into Call of Duty, I mean crushing on Simon Riley and, why'd I forget his name? So there's me, and then there's Simon, and then there's Johnny. And then I was also brainstorming I got these little boxes, these little wooden boxes at the Dollar Tree, and I wanted to make little ghost dioramas, so I was kind of brainstorming for that. I really like this design. I really like this one too, and I like all three of these designs. I haven't finished them yet, but what I was gonna do is I was gonna make the ghosts out of clay and then hot glue them or super glue them into the box just to have a more three-dimensional shape to it. This is me doing a money exercise, being okay, why do I have problems with money? I'm not gonna really show it because it's not really important, it's not art. Here, Sailboat Ocean, I think I had gotten a random thing generator because people have such good ideas and I'm not very good at ideating, or at least I wasn't at the time. And so I was okay, well, sailboat, water, and I started drawing things that remind me of the ocean. And then I drew a clown, because I like clowns. More Simon Riley, more me being so in love with Simon Riley. I like the way I drew him here. I love drawing bigger men, just with this body shape. I don't know what it is. I don't know, it makes me so happy. I draw a lot of bigger characters with this body shape of just I think on the internet or on Tumblr, I think it was called a brick shit house build, and I dig it. I dig it a lot. More ghost, me practicing his mask, me practicing his face under the mask. Because I was really bad at drawing his mask. Here's a dress that I thought was cute that I really wanted, but I can't afford because I'm a college student. These two, this is Simon Riley, and then this is Germany from Hitalia. Because, I realized that I draw them very similarly, and I wanted to figure out what I do to kind of change them. Because they're very similar in how I decide to draw them. More Simon Riley, unfinished sketches. This one is fun. So my roommate actually wrote this out on, this is her piece of paper. Goose, me gusta alganza. I like geese is what it says. And then under it, Communist Goose. If you're cold, they're cold. Let them in. Commie geese. Let the geese in. They want to be friends. More Simon Riley. This is my OC Bruce Aquifer. This is an earlier sketch of him. I was trying to get his design down, and I think I have it down now digitally in a way that I really like it. But this is one of the designs I had before I kind of finalized everything. This is my OC Bethany Bruno. She is one of my oldest OCs, both in how long I've had her as an OC and in like age. This is her like when she was younger. She's a spy. I don't really know what her backstory was. She's kind of a Team Fortress 2 OC. And by kind of, I mean that's exactly how she started. She was a Team Fortress 2 OC. She kind of evolved into more than that, but yeah. I think I drew this one first, and I just love how I drew her eyes. Because, like, there's something about really sketchy, really, like, messy eyes and really dark eyes that I really, really love. Focus. But yeah, this is my OC. She's super cool. I have a lot of old lady OCs. I don't know why. Here's more ghosts. This is me practicing the side profile. I'm not great at side profiles, but I like how this turned out. Oh, and right here I was sampling some highlighters, and like the highlighters were also erasable. Kind of. All it really did was like eat the paper. But it also kind of erased. More Simon Riley, more Ghost. We love Ghost in this house. Side profile of just a skeleton skull, because I'm not great at drawing skulls, and I'm not great at drawing side profiles, so I decided to try it. And I think both of these turned out pretty good. I think this one turned out better than this one. This one's a little too long. More side profiles. I draw a lot of side profiles. I don't think I'm very good at them, and I think that's why I draw them a lot, because I want to be better at them. Mice! Mice, 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 mice! On my, like, Pinterest For You page was this, like, Tumblr post of somebody being like, if you draw any shape, you can draw a mouse. So I was drawing, like, any shape, and I was drawing mice. And then here's me trying out those highlighters again. And I was just like doing the practice where you make shapes and then you draw on top of them to make things. So I drew a bunch of mice, and then I drew this looks like a hybrid mouse rabbit, because it has the fluffy tail of a rabbit, but it has mouse features. And then here's just a rabbit. And then I got some watercolor like brush pens, and so I was trying those out too. So we have another rabbit, and then we got two frogs. Here's more Bethany. Again, I was using those like watercolor brush pens to kind of make her stand out. There's something about her eyes that I don't like in this one as much as I did in like this one. There's something about her that it doesn't fit. And I think it's probably the proportions of like eye to nose to mouth. Here's a drawing that I was doing. I was referencing something I found on Pinterest. I'll probably pop it up here if I can find that reference, but I started it, I never finished it. I got kicked out during the summer, so this is me being angry and angsty and like walking out because I'm cool like that. Now we're entering the summer of 2024. Under here's a bad drawing of me crying, being big mad. So these are all things I designed and drew while I was working at my summer job. I worked at a car dealership and it sucked ass. So I decided like I wanted to try and make some sticker designs, come up with sticker ideas, and they had a bunch of tiny post-it notes, and so that's what I did. So I drew out my feelings. This is how I felt working there. I didn't feel this while I was working there, but I think he's fun. Sad cat kind of day. I had a lot of sad cat kind of days, and I still love this design. I kind of want to make something with it. Here is this one. I am filled with unbridled rage, which I feel, especially at that job. Born to be silly, forced to work retail. Always good. I love me some clowns. Under here is born to be spooky, forced to work retail, and they're working at Walmart, and it's very sad. This is how I felt like all the time at work. Look at them. I hated working there. And then this is a character that we're gonna see more later. His name is Rocco. He's part of the Circus Critters. I came up with him over the summer too. So we have this sticker called Fuck You Dad, Borf, and then Life is Short, Run with Scissors. I like this design. I think it's a lot of fun. I don't know if anyone would buy it, but like, I like it. Oh, and then I was like brainstorming for like a monthly sticker membership called the Grumpy Kitty Committee. And then every month you would get like a sticker or like a print of a grumpy kitty. I don't know if you guys would be into that. If you would be into that, let me know in the comments, because I'd be down to make that. More dogs. I drew a lot of cats, and so I was like, I need to draw more dogs, and this is me drawing dogs. I like this one the best. I like his face. I like this one too. This one's kind of like a rat dog. And then I was trying to figure out what I enjoy drawing, because I was going through kind of a slump in my art where I didn't know what to draw, and so it made me feel really sad. So I just started writing down what I enjoy drawing. And then I wrote down the names of like all my OCs. The name of this one has changed, and I think the last name of this one has changed. But yeah, I started drawing my OCs. So this one right here, this is Serena Cooper. She is a My Hero Academia OC. She is an older woman. She's an older retired pro hero. She's super cool. I love her. She had to retire because she was self-medicating with drugs and alcohol. And if she hadn't, like, she was forced to retire because of it. But ultimately it was better for her. She got to do more of what she loved after she retired. Okay, this is Dr. Angela Sycamore. We're gonna see more of her, hopefully on this channel and just in general. I redrew Serena here, but she is a paranormal investigator. She's also one of my older OCs. She's not my oldest. Actually, I think these two might be my oldest OCs. But Dr. Angela Sycamore, she has her doctorate in parapsychology and cryptozoology. She's super cool. Love her. And I was also, while I was drawing these, I was writing down what made them them. Like what made them so distinct as to my other OCs, so that I would try and hopefully get out of like same face syndrome. This is Jane Soul. She's also a paranormal investigator, and her partner, Amanda. Both partner as in working together and partner as in dating. They actually went to college with Angela Sycamore, because Angela was a non-traditional student and went back to college later in life. But they were friends. They were really cool. Angela worked with them for a while, and then she broke off onto her own agency. Here's Serena again. I love her. I've been drawing her so much lately. She's like one of my favorite OCs. So you will see more of her maybe later, probably. Here's Bethany again. I love Bethany. I love her. She's so pretty. I don't know what it is about her. Every time I see her, I'm like, I love this old lady. Here's Bruce. This is not his finalized design. But, you know, a lot of these features are still his features. I didn't keep his sharp teeth. I don't know why I didn't keep his sharp teeth, but maybe we'll bring it back. Then this is on this side. This is Lisa Green. I love her. She is Bruce's counterpart. So Bruce and Lisa are part of my fantastical mixtape world. Lisa is a songwriter. Bruce is a performer. This takes place in like the 80s. This takes place in the 80s. I think it's super cool. What is on this side? Hold the fuck up. What is this? Oh, I think this card was just started bleeding onto this. I was so confused. But they're part of the same universe, as is Belladonna. Belladonna and Bruce, they are both singers under the same agency. Lisa is a songwriter who is hired under the same agency to write songs for Bruce's band, Bruce and the Beta Fish. But yeah, she's cool. I don't have... These two are probably some of my newer OCs, these three. They're some of my newer OCs, so I don't have their story completely, like, plotted out, or, like... I don't have a lot written down about them, but this is Belladonna. She's super cool. More about her later. Maybe I'll make a video about my OCs. And then this is... I renamed him to Boris Moon instead of Claude Boulan. Even though Claude Boulan, pretty cool name. Pretty cool name, but Boris Moon... equally, I don't know. Maybe we'll keep his name Claude Boulan and then his stage name is Boris Moon. But he is, fun fact, a werewolf. He's a werewolf. She's made a pact with a demon, and then he's a siren, and then she's just a human because she's a little bit lamer than the rest. But that's okay. But here is this page. I got bored, so I took the scanned stamp and I just started stamp. And then I drew stuff within the stamps. And then here's another thing I made at work. The company makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I eat lunch on company time. Because though they forced me to get a lunch break, I did not want to take my lunch break. And I think that should be my right. I think they should have to pay me overtime if I don't take my lunch break. And they did. But they really didn't want me to not take my lunch break. I put the buy and bitch list. I saw this sticker on Pinterest and then I wanted to come up with my own design. But this is the only design I came up with. Oh! This is some vent art. This is actually brainstorming for more art I did. But this is a quote from somebody who like really hurt me. And so I decided to draw out how I felt. And like, this is how I felt. Over here, this is me and my partner as Bonnie and Clyde. I am Clyde. She is Bonnie because she's super cool like that, and I'm super cool like that. If you look under here, maybe I fucked up the faces really bad because I had used a brush pen, and then I couldn't get the finer details with the brush pen because my hands are just I have like really what's the word? I'm very heavy-handed, and so it's hard to get really fine details with the brush pens. But I think this turned out really good. I really like this. And at some point, you will see the reverse where my partner is Clyde and I am Bonnie, but we're not there yet. Oh, this is some, what's it called? Over here is some thumbnailing for art that I was doing digitally. And then over here was some brainstorming for a radio show that I was going to host during the semester. And I didn't actually end up keeping the name The Queerest because somebody already has that fucking domain. And so I think I called it, what'd I call it? I think I called it Rainbow Rewind ultimately, but The Queerest is so fun. I think I like this design the best. It's one of my favorites. Handkerchief, also fun, but I like this design the best. Teeth. I kept seeing these really beautiful or like really interesting drawings of mouths, and so with the like colored brush pens I got, I did this, and I think it looks really good and it makes me very happy. Here's more Angela. I think this is also supposed to be Angela, but like younger. This is my partner. This is my partner playing video games. We were doing some parallel play and I got bored and I drew them. These are some desks. I was trying to practice perspective while I was working. And so here are some desks at the place that I worked. I don't know what these are. I just kind of drew them to draw them. Company makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I drink soda on company time. I stole a lot of soda from that job. Like there was a fridge there was a fridge that was like open to any customers or any employees that could like sneak a drink out of the fridge. But we weren't technically supposed to get drinks out of that fridge. We were supposed to buy them from the vending machine, which is bullshit. So I took a lot of soda from that job. Here's some eyes. I had this like pink gel pen and I was really excited to use it, and so I drew a bunch of eyes. I tried to draw my partner's drag persona, but it didn't really turn out well, and that's why there's a sticky note over it. The sticky note I don't think makes it any better, but it's a little funnier. This is the second time I drew my partner's drag persona. She is so pretty. I want her to step on me. That's it. That's the statement. Woo! Here's, probably should hide that, but my partner was getting sick, and so I did some little magic. I did a little sigil to keep them safe and protected. Also, this like cross-hatching, you can kind of see the purple peek through, and that's what I wanted because I didn't want the purple just completely there. But also, I didn't know what to do on this page, so that's why there's cross-hatching. Now it's time for the circus critters. So this, basically, Rocco, if I can find him. I don't know where I put him, but Rocco is part of the circus critters. I made this zine while I was working at my job. So this is Rocco's partner, Patty. Patty's supposed to be a possum. Patty doesn't look like a possum. Patty looks like a rat, and that's okay. I look like a rat too. But I later redrew Patty to make them look more possum. I made them rounder. Here's Rocco, and these are just kind of thumbnail ideas as to what I wanted on each, thing. And that's not how it turned out. This is like the second draft where I did coloring and words. I like this version. I really like the colors of this version. Yay! I didn't have a light enough pink to color in Patty's tail, so I did it digitally. I remade this entire zine digitally just because the first time I did it, I'd scanned in this one. Did I fuck that up? Oh no. First time I did it, I scanned in this one and then I colored it, like remastered it digitally, and then the sizing fucked up for some reason. And so I just decided to redo it all digitally. Here's more Rocco and Patty. So here's some, I think these are my initial designs for Rocco. I wanted to see how cartoony I should go with it. And then here's Rocco and Patty holding hands. More Rocco, Patty. I like this design of Rocco. He looks like a little bit older. I don't know, there's something about this design that like I really, really like. And I think looks really, really good. Canonically, Rocco is in overalls. I put him in overalls. But I don't mind this design. I really like it. I think Patty's design is closer to this one than Rocco's actual design. But maybe I'll draw Rocco in this again. Here's more thumbnailing for poses of me and my partners, Bonnie and Clyde. And then here's me and my partners, Bonnie and Clyde. This time is me as Bonnie, and them is Clyde. And it was all good. There's a car in the background. Beep, beep. Born to be silly, forced to work. These are more sticker ideas. This is more of me brainstorming Bruce. Patty and Rocco. This was me kind of finalizing designs for the zine. Me practicing some poses. Cowboy hats. My partner worked at Texas Outdoor Musical, which is a very cowboy, it's a cowboy show. That's what it is. It's a cowboy show. And so I wanted to learn how to draw cowboy hats so I could draw my partner in a cowboy hat. And so this is what this is my partner in a cowboy hat. And like I thumbnailed here. This one is just of my partner smoking because they smoke. This is the nicest hand I've ever drawn. Look at it. Nicest hand I've ever drawn. This is my partner smoking. This is my partner. This is like the thumbnail of this one. This one is like the final. And I think it turned out really well. I think they're very pretty. We're gonna skip this page. Hands, smoking, so much smoking. I wanted to draw my partner smoking. I could never get the hands right, so I was just practicing the hands on my own. This is some thumbnailing for another drawing I was doing with my partner. And then this is what the final ended up like. I don't like this. For some reason, I just don't like how it turned out. I don't think it's bad by any means, but I just don't like it. Moving on, my partner. More pictures of my partner. You will see a lot of my partner. Just sketching, drawing. I made this beetle. This is gel pen. I wanted to see if I could recreate the colors of a beetle with the gel pens I had on hand. Oh, I made this at work. So my work had a little stamper they had this like punch card rewards thing. And the stamper that they used were little cars. And so I punched a bunch of little cars into the sticky note, and then I drew a cityscape. This is some thumbnailing for another piece of art I had. These are lyrics from Def Leppard's Paper Sun. And so this is me in the center. This art's kind of based on like the idea that the eldest daughter usually has her father's like anger, or like it's the concept that the eldest daughter is so much like her father, and that's why she ends up fighting with him, because they're just so similar. And yeah, that's the idea. I never finished that. Some random drawings. I don't know who this is, but she's pretty. I just drew her out of my brainscape. There's me. This is me. I wanted to do a more kind of realistic drawing. I don't know if it's exactly realistic, but there's me. This is a concept, like thumbnail sketch that I had of. It's a type of zine where it's shaped like a house, and then you unfold it and it has all the rooms. That's what I wanted to do with like my ideal house, but then I just never got around to it. Hey there, sorry to interrupt the video. I know it can be really annoying to have YouTubers stop and ask you to subscribe in the middle, but it's kind of a necessity. So if you're liking this video, hit the like and the subscribe button. It really helps me out, and I really want to create a community of like-minded individuals. And if push comes to shove, if you don't like my content or it's just not for you, you can always unsubscribe. Now that's all from me. Back to the video. Nailing of a animatic I did, which if you want to see that animatic, it should be on all of my socials. I'll link it down below. But it was around Halloween time, and it's Rocco jumping out of a pumpkin to scare Patty, and then forgetting that Patty is a possum and will play dead when they're scared. So that was the vibe, that was the idea. And then I was practicing Patty, you know, panicking, falling. Here's a turnaround I did of Patty. I think it looks pretty good. I might have to redo it, just because Patty's a little more round than this now, but I think it was good. Here's my partner. We're getting kind of into the beginning of the semester. They're at home waiting to start their job. And so they just became like a little housewife, and they started like cleaning and then doing laundry and cooking. And then in their arms while they're cooking, I have their dog, not Bella, Sophie. I have Sophie in their arms. Oh, don't look at that. Don't look at that. That is notes from a news article that I was writing, and I didn't have my notebook on hand, so I wrote it in the sketchbook. Don't look at that. I was just sketching what I saw. I think I went out into like the quad and started sketching. I did. So here's more Patty with their hat off. I think this is also Patty? No, this is Rocco. I just didn't draw Rocco's mask. Here is Callum. He is the ringleader. This is the first design I made for him. That's Markiplier in the corner. This is, I don't remember her name, but she's a chinchilla. She's also part of the acrobatic act. And I was like, oh, an acrobat. And I was like, oh, an acrobat. And so I drew acrobats. They're bats that are acrobats. And so this is Bobby and Betty. I don't remember their names. Bobby and Betty, bat. They are siblings. They do acrobats. And then I wanted to draw some witches, so I drew some witches. Oh, this is me as Mothman. My partner sent me this meme. I will bring it up if I can remember it, or if I can find it. It was like non-binary people have like 4 settings, and so I thought my setting was Mothman, because I dressed as Mothman for Halloween one year. And then their setting was like fairy or fae, and so I drew them as a fae. And so I drew more of them as a fae. And then I drew my little old ladies again. These are my old lady OCs. I think Angela, Bethany, and Serena are like my oldest characters in the sense that they're old ladies. Bethany was the oldest, and then I think it was Angela, and then Serena, if I remember correctly. But I think in age they're all pretty similar in age. Here's more. So I drew these for my dorm room. I wanted some decorations on my wall, and I had these little cuts of paper that I got from like Hobby Lobby. And so here's a portrait of me. This is a bear. And then this is a capybara. The bear was supposed to be a capybara, and then I fucked it up, so he became a bear. And then here is a skeleton man that I did. And then here is Simon Riley. And actually, originally, I was going to cut these 2 up and then like weave them together, but then I liked them too much by themselves, so I didn't do that. I think this is Angela with her hair up, Angela in pigtails, Simon Riley, Simon Riley, Simon Riley. Oh, it's hard to say 3 times fast. More circus critters, but like from the front. More circus critters, more old ladies. I love these gals. I love these old ladies. They're like my favorite. They're my favorite OCs. Fantastical mixtape. I was trying to create a logo and then I just failed. More Angela. Please fold. Oh, this is a animatic that I was thumbnailing for. It's that TikTok It's that TikTok sound from My Name is Earl, where it's like, you're supposed to say Uno. And
you cheating son of a bitch! You're supposed to say Uno when you only got 1 card left.
I said 1.
You're supposed to say Uno. It's a Mexican game.
If I can flip. Fuck, let me flip. I said, you cheating. Oh, you're supposed to say Uno, you cheating son of a bitch. I said 1. You're supposed to say Uno. It's a Mexican game. I said 1. So this is of Belladonna and Bruce because they're besties. And Belladonna would absolutely, get mad at Bruce cheating at Uno. I don't know who this is. They're cute. I don't know who that is. They're cute. This was like, I was challenging myself to draw things in 1 minute. I had like a list of things or like a list of vibes. And then I drew them each in 1 minute, and then I colored them orange because some of these things, they deserve to be orange. Some of these things don't need to be orange, but they had orange anyways. Oh, this is an idea for an art piece that I was going to make for my partner for like Valentine's Day. It's all the places I fell in love with you, and then me making like, those like paper rooms that you can like fold. Me making that and making a book of that. And making recreations of all the places I fell in love with my partner. Then here is, I'm gonna need to block out that name, but here's a postcard design from the, a postcard design for the city my college is in. Here's me being sad, and then my fictional father figure comforting me. Here's me as a Lego figure. Look at me. I'm so cute. Here's me just kind of sketching stuff out. Like, I think this was a warm-up page, And then here is Serena back in her young days. She was a punk, she smoked cigarettes, she's super cool, and I love her. And I think that is all. Yep, that's all. So, and that is all for my sketchbook. Now, I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I enjoyed giving the tour. If you like this video, hit the like and the subscribe button. It shows me that you like what I'm doing and that I should keep doing it. Also consider following me on my other social medias at SC_doesart and at SC_does_everything. But that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!